Hello, my name is Richard Van Stinson. This is my beautiful wife, Michelle Van Stinson.
Hi, everybody.
We want to say a few things today. Me and her were talking in this world filled with so much emotion, and so much division, so much revolutionary mindsets where people want to have revolutions all the time. They want to flip tables and like Jesus did in the temple and can I say raise hell? I don't know. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's an every now and again moment, as I was telling my wife about Jesus flipping the tables, and some people want to use that as justification for a philosophy of doing it all the time and being a revolutionary instead of a revelator.
Yeah. If you're constantly poking the Pharisees in the
eyes.
Yeah. Checking out the plank in your brother's eye all the time,
all the time.
How are you sharing the message of the good news? That's what I said. I was like, well, you know what you're doing though? When you're doing that, you're missing the opportunity to do all those other things that Jesus did. Jesus said, follow me. Now, that was a one-time situation where he stuck up. He stuck up for the poor and the unloved. Yeah. Why, husband?
I think it's because every now and then, it's like so rare, you might have to.
Well, yeah, I think so too. But, and what was Jesus's reason behind it? Of course, he was upset because they were taking advantage of the poor. They were overcharging for a temple. They were for a temple sacrifice. They were overcharging. That's why he's upset. Why else? There's a couple other.
Killing all them animals, another reason.
Well, yeah.
Thinking that's going to get you closer to God.
Yeah.
And that you can imagine hearing all those sounds in there and all those bulls getting slaughtered, and the creator of the universe is hearing all that and thinking that that's what his people think is what's required. I'm sure that was not pleasant. Blood gurgling everywhere. And then it's a den of robbers. And you're
den of thieves taking advantage of the poor.
And if your goat's not perfect, they double, triple charge you or something. It was just a mess.
Yeah, I mean, it's like price gouging right now in the pandemic. But am I going to go around concentrating on those things? Am I going to go around focusing on those things? Do we have to be better than that, and not do those things ourselves? In opportunities, don't take advantage of these struggling times. Reach out and encourage one another and lift each other up. And that's part of the gospel. That's what Jesus did. If you're busy pointing fingers and poking the Pharisees, you're
not helping nobody up.
Or even working in those sacrifices, thinking that our works are what are going to get us those greater things. I'm sorry, but that's not how it works, and it will work for a while for you, but it's not true. It's not real, and it's not fruits that stay. All right, I know this.
It's not helpful.
Yeah, and what were the other things that Jesus did in his life? What did he go out and do? He was healing the sick, wasn't he? He opened the eyes of the blind. The lame were walking. The dead were resurrected. All right. The captives were set free. Okay. What about the guy that came out from the tombs? The demon-possessed man. Yeah. And Lazarus raised, and Jesus wept. He cried. He felt deeply about these things, and that's what that situation is about. We should be, we should have something in our heart that says that's not okay what you're doing. It's not all right. It's not okay to do those things. So how can we then go help? I mean, how is your message? How is your message setting the captives free? How is it really?
Well, I mean, they chopped John the Baptist's head off, and Jesus didn't go down there and start a war.
Yeah, true.
He started his mission.
Yeah. Oh.
We can't go to war with everybody every day. Really?
No. It doesn't work, does it?
He's flipping tables every day?
Yeah, where's Jesus? Where's the follow me where he's...
Doesn't his teachings go against that? And I know his life is an example of those teachings for us to see and incorporate into our own lives. And I've seen it once. Now, he got on to his apostles several times, so I mean, you can still say, "Hey, what are you doing, brother?" But without flipping tables. I'm not talking. I'm talking about flipping tables.
Cracking a whip and
cracking
knocked
a whip,
over the
going
tables.
in a church and getting thrown out or something.
I've been there.
Cane,
I've been upset. Yeah, flipping tables.
And even if they are wrong, or you really think that's the moment now? Maybe it is. Maybe it's your moment.
Jesus stayed out of political issues.
Yes, he did. Always. He rendered to God what was God's. To Caesar, the government. Politics, what's politics? Simple as that.
It's simple, but it's not that easy for everybody. You know, we want to have a...
Love your Democratic brothers. Love your Republican brothers. Your independent brothers. I'm speaking to Americans here, but we speak to the world. I mean, there's other parties in other countries. Political parties and stuff, they're going to come and they're going to go. The gospel never will. It's never going anywhere. It's going to be alive on this planet in somebody. Even if a war hits, somebody's going to have it. These teachings are never going to die. They're going to conquer the world, not political parties, not ideologies.
What is the gospel?
And we're all Godfather's children.
Yes!
We're one family.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
And we want to value all the different ideas that the children have without having to go to battle. I do. Wife does.
Yeah.
We're Walker Road Revival, and we believe in that.
I have to ask myself, how much time am I spending on a certain thing, and is this purposeful or useful to me? Honestly, I do. I ask myself, is what I'm rolling around in my mind right now, purposeful or useful? How is this helping me? Am I scaring people away? I've been showing some things, and I'm pretty humble about that. But you know what? Sometimes you can take those things that you've been shown, and we can scare people with that stuff. Some of these the conspiracy theories and things that are going on, and it's a tough time to be living in. And but what am I doing with my time? Am I sharing love? Am I trying to help people? Am I reaching out? Am I bringing people into the fold, or am I pushing them away? Do I want to let them know that yes,
We should ask that. If you're flipping tables every day, you're not bringing people into the kingdom.
No,
You're just not.
Yeah.
Even if it's justified in your mind.
And there's times when it is.
It is.
But it's not all the time.
No.
I know that. And that's by Jesus, just as my husband said, that's just by Jesus' example.
It's baggage. And one of the things we watched this movie called Pilgrim's Progress.
There we go.
There's a lot of other movies about it and stuff. Uh-oh, there's a telephone. But it's about baggage. This guy is walking around with all this baggage on his back. And if you're walking around ready to go to battle every day,
It's a burden.
it's a burden.
Yeah, you're carrying it around. It's a heavy burden. What did Jesus say?
It's a burden.
He said, my yoke is easy. Yes, didn't he? Yes.
The burden is
burden
light.
is light. That's
That
right.
means who you gonna help today.
Jesus.
But I gotta decide who to help. That's your burden. I gotta decide how I'm gonna respond good.
Yeah.
That's a burden when you don't feel it. You just do it anyway, Well, we love them, whoever that is. Who is it?
That's Carol.
Oh, Carol?
Yeah. We'll talk to her in a second. So.
Yeah, we'll get back on it. We just wanted to make this message today because
Yeah.
there's a lot of things going on in the year 2020, and it's quite depressing for some, and it will lead them to make decisions of philosophies of the way to cope, and one way to cope is to go to war with it. And but if you're going to go to war with it, like in the spirit, with battles, use spiritual weapons.
Yeah.
Use love and tolerance and patience and kindness, the real true sword of the spirit.
Yeah. Get out there and set some captives free.
Set some captives free.
Go.
Don't get offended so much.
Help people pick up their mat and walk. What does that mean? That means that these people had faith. All these healings and these miracles that went on, that Jesus was part of. These people all had faith. Go plant sow some seeds of faith in some people. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because God is good, and that's what the world needs to hear right now. It needs more encouragers. We've got a lot of table flippers.
We do.
We do.
We got enough
You know
of them.
what? We need some encouragers.
I'll have you flip the tables one day. I promise. I'm sure it's going to happen. I mean, when I say he did it once, I know you can only. It's going to be more than once with
Yes.
just about everybody on the
Oh, yeah.
planet. A handful of times. Can we go with that?
Yeah. It's important to have those agendas and to have that.
Can we make
yes.
progress on our way to perfection?
If we believe those things, we're not going to live that way either. If we don't believe in overcharging people for things that not really needed, I guess, is kind of like the whole concept of it and the thought of it, and of course I apply it myself in my beliefs. I apply it to my spiritual life, and so what does that scripture say to me then? If I apply it that way, what it says to me is that they were overcharging for salvation, and that wasn't even needed to begin with.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah. Jesus came to bring that message. He did. He came to bring that message.
Yeah, it's free.
That God is our Father, and that we are all children, our sons and daughters. Yes, it is free.
It's all free.
So go out and plant some seeds of faith today, because
It'll
that's
only
what
help
people.
you.
Yes.
And them. And us.
Yes.
It helps us all, the whole family.
Yeah. Check the soil on that, on where you're planting too.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are.
They're not ready.
Yeah, they're
Some
not
are.
ready. And some of those are those people that
Some need
Jesus got
cultivate.
upset with the flipping the
Cultivate the soil,
tables.
yeah.
Yeah, some of those people, they're not ready to hear it, but maybe they can see you doing it, and maybe that'll be an example for them to change their ways.
And maybe even if they don't respond right, as long as you do, it's a victory. Even if you don't feel it. Don't worry with, don't trust feelings. Sometimes don't trust them, they'll betray you.
Yeah.
Trust doing the right thing. And give it away, the consequences to God. And you'll sleep well. You'll be blessed.
Yeah.
And angels will come in your dreams and show you things because you're living it out.
Yeah, and they'll lead you to people who to help. That'll they'll put you in somebody's path that needs to hear a word from you.
Yeah.
Or just a smile or whatever it might be.
Don't try so hard. Don't get in your own way.
Yes.
All right, God is good. We love y'all. Do the good things best we can. We hope this helps someone out there. Not be a revolutionary, but be a revelator of
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. All right, we love you.
We love you.
God bless you today.